Only mode.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the PACE University Electronic Medical Records and Medical Billing and Coding Certificate Program Information Session webinar. That is always a mouthful. My name is Stephanie Plowman. I'm Program Coordinator for the EMR and MBC program at PACE. With me this evening is Nicole Vitale, Assistant Director of Center for Professional Studies at PACE University, and Dr. Michelle Kalm, one of our online instructors. Now, before I turn the presentation over to Dr. Kalm, just one housekeeping matter. This system is very sensitive. So everybody but for Nicole, Dr. Kalm, and I are on mute right now. That does not mean we do not want your questions. We absolutely do and are always ready, willing, and able to answer those questions. If you have any questions, please type them into the questions box that you can find on your GoToWebinar toolbar. They will pop up on my screen and I will read them out loud as they come in so they can be answered. Now, we are going to open up the session to questions after we have finished this evening. But if you have any questions as we are going through, please do feel free to type them and we will have them ready to answer for you once we get to the question section. So with all of that being said, I am going to turn things over to Dr. Kalm and make sure she is ready to be a presenter. But Michelle, it is all you.
All right. Can you see it?
Yes, all good.
Perfect. Well, thank you all so much for taking the time to be here with us this evening as we learn about these two programs at PACE University, the Electronic Medical Records Program and the Medical Billing and Coding Certificate Program. So let's take a quick look at the topics that we will be covering this evening. We will take a look at the employment outlook for medical billing and coding specialists and the average salary statistics. Healthcare as a career sector continues to show growth. And so we will look at some exciting articles found in the news about this. And we will also take you through the online classroom so you can see what it looks like and the features that are contained within the program. These features do include a wide array of study tools so that you can get the most out of the program. The ultimate goal is to prepare you to sit for a certification examination, and our study tools are designed to help you maximize your time as well as your study efforts so that you are prepared for the certification. We will also share with you some information on how to register for the program and for finding some financing options. According to the Department of Labor's Bureau of Labor Statistics, employment opportunities are on the rise for health information specialists. Over the next 8 to 10 years or so, the field is expected to grow by 22%. New jobs are literally being created all the time. There's an increased use and a government mandate to use electronic medical records. The need for billing and coding specialists is also on the rise. There is continuous growth within the industry itself, as well as elderly population, more and more medical treatments, new medical treatments, diagnostic procedures. These are being performed all the time. The National Health Career Association outlines the benefits of becoming certified in electronic medical records. Being certified provides more job opportunities, an increased pay scale, as well as subject matter expertise. Salaries are increasing across the board in healthcare. There are two main professional associations that certify medical billing and coding specialists. One of them is the American Academy of Professional Coders, or AAPC. They conduct an annual survey, and the survey results from last year shows that it is definitely a good time to be working on the business side of healthcare. Salary surveys show earning potentials are on the rise and that the unemployment rate among certified coders continues to go down. This rate is currently at 1.4%. So according to AAPC's recent survey, last year's survey, the average salary of an AAPC member last year was almost $53,000. This is a 2% increase in just 1 year. Those who work in a hospital inpatient setting experienced an increase in salary as well. Most members of AAPC are working full-time. 75.4% of respondents are working 40 hours per week or more. According to AAPC, almost 75% of respondents said that they work on site, while the rest reported working remotely. Some of the average salaries in 2016 by demographic are as follows. The average salary of members in the Pacific region, $57,005. The average salary of members in the Mid-Atlantic region, $53,757, which is actually a 2.9% increase. The average salary of members in the Mountain region, $51,310, which is a 2.7% increase. And the average salary of members in the New England region, $53,504, which is actually a 2.5% increase. So there's definitely, you'll definitely see the trend that the earning potentials are definitely on the rise, whether it's in medical billing and coding or electronic medical records or other business side, I should say careers, or I should say medical business side careers. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there. Okay, the growth of healthcare jobs could be found in the news. A recent article from USA Today tells us to expect healthcare job gains to continue until at least 2022. It states that millions of healthcare jobs will be created between now and then. And one thing, oops, I skipped over one, sorry about that. One thing that does feed into this is that baby boomers will be retiring, which provides more job opportunities for those of us that are still in the workforce. I'm going to stay on this slide for just a second. I accidentally scrolled my mouse 2 slides. All right, now we're on this slide. According to The Economist, healthcare jobs are recession-proof. On this graph, the light blue vertical lines show positive growth from year to year for healthcare jobs, while other industries, and you can see those in the darker blue lines, tend to fluctuate from year to year, showing periodic loss in job numbers. Boston University states that regardless of economic trends, healthcare is one of this country's strongest growth industries. This growth is a result of needing more healthcare for the growing number of elderly, as well as our country's focus on healthcare. And then, like I said a couple slides ago, baby boomers are going to be retiring. And to add to all of those, every day there is innovation in the medical field. And so there are going to be opportunities created all the time. That's another reason for this growth. So since you all are here tonight, you may be thinking about making a significant career change, or you might either be looking to start with a new profession altogether, or maybe you're already in the field and you're just looking to change your focus. So I'm going to pause here and let you guys take a look at what 2 professionals have to say about these 2 emerging career fields. All right. So now we're going to change focus and we're going to take a look at what the online classroom looks like. You may or may not have experience taking classes online, but either way, you will find the online classroom easy to navigate. We will take a walk through so you can see the features of the online class and the tools that are available to you to help you learn. When it's time for the program to begin, you will receive an email that provides you with the website to go to and your login information. It also provides you with contact information for the university and your instructor. Once you receive this email, you will be able to log into your classroom, take a look around, and get started. Once you log in, you will be on the home page of your classroom. In the center, you will see a description of your program, and then along the left-hand side, you'll have buttons that will help you to navigate throughout the program. On your screen right now, this is an example of the Medical Billing and Coding Certificate Program with a concentration on the CPC examination. When you click on the Modules button, you will see the majority of the information you will need for your program in the center of your screen. When you click on the very first item in your program, you are taken to your first presentation. Throughout your program, you will have video presentations with audio, and this is your first one. It gives you an overview of the program as well as what to expect. Most online programs have lecture notes to read. However, we do offer this dynamic tool that makes learning interesting and fun. After the overview presentation, you'll find your syllabus, which will provide you with all of the school and classroom policies that you may need to reference. These are just some clips of some items you will find in the syllabus, such as a textbook list, the grading policy, and the honor code. There is also a week-by-week list of everything that is covered, as well as assignments and tests that need to be completed. This is a suggested schedule. It is not a required schedule. So towards the bottom of your screen, this is an example showing week 1. All participants are expected to create a portfolio of their accomplishments during their program. Since this program is online, we call it an e-portfolio. This is an opportunity for you to collect some of your best work and show it to a potential or current employer to showcase what you have accomplished in your program. It will definitely be something to be proud of. There is a video presentation that walks you through the steps of creating an e-portfolio, as well as how to share it. This is a graded item within the program. So once you have watched the overview presentation, reviewed the syllabus, and watched the video on how to set up your e-portfolio, you can then read a biography about your instructor. This will provide you with their contact information, their work experience, their teaching experience, and usually something interesting about them. Then it would be time to jump into your first module. And for this program that you have on your screen, the first module is medical terminology. The first item that you will see for really any module is an introduction to that module, which provides information on what will be covered within that given module. Next, you will have a document that explains in detail how to access student resources for the textbook that is utilized within that particular module. This study material supplements your program learning and can be an extremely valuable tool. These instructions are here to help you download or access any of these supplemental materials. Next, you will find websites that you can review to help you in exploring the module topic. This material is considered bonus study support and it is here for your benefit. It makes your learning dynamic and it allows you to use powerful, credible websites to help enhance your learning. As opposed to lecture notes or PowerPoint presentations, you will have video presentations. The great thing about video presentations, you can stop and start them as many times as you would like, and you can watch them as often as you would like. This is where you'll want to take notes and listen to what the lecturer has to offer. You will find these presentations literally throughout your program. They cover every area of the program, as well as add something creative and exciting that will aid you in learning the material from some industry specialists. So let's take a look at some of the learning tools that are provided within the program as well. You will find a variety of learning tools within the program. This is just an example. These are interactive tools, and in this particular example, this is specific to technology security. There are several concepts within both programs that require some memorization. Tools like this that you see on your screen are excellent tools to help you with that material that does require the memorization through repetition. And again, these are provided throughout the program. So let's take a look at some other examples. This is a test your knowledge, and this is found throughout the MBC program. This is an example from the MBC program. You will always have directions for all the study tools so that you know exactly what you need to do, so you don't have to guess. These are not graded, and you can complete them as many times as you would like. These are wonderful for helping you focus any additional studies. Let's take a look at one more. Flashcards are wonderful when you have to memorize something, and these are interactive flashcards for some key terms that you would need to know for this particular module. And again, not graded. You can review them as many times as you'd like. The program has graded deliverables, and these take the form of homework assignments and tests. This is an example of a homework assignment. You submit your assignments right in the instruction area where you see Submit Assignment towards the bottom of your screen. Your instructor will then receive the assignment, will grade it, and return it to you with feedback. Prior to taking your test, there are practice quizzes. These are not graded, just like the study tools, and can be taken as many times as you would like. This is what a completed practice quiz looks like. You are given an immediate score. You will see exactly which questions you answered correctly or incorrectly. This definitely allows you to know exactly which areas to focus those additional studies. Then when you are ready, you will then take your test. They are all auto-graded multiple choice and true false, and you'll know exactly how you did as soon as you complete the test. Should you need any assistance while navigating the program, there are quick links for technical help and frequently asked questions, which can be extremely helpful. And then as always, you can definitely reach out to your instructor for assistance. That is one of the many reasons that we are here. A common question that is asked is, what topics do these programs cover? For electronic medical records, your modules will consist of U.S. healthcare system, American Reinvestment and Recovery Act and HITECH Act, medical terminology, healthcare computing, health information management technology, and electronic medical records software. For medical billing and coding, every participant completes what we call the standard block of modules. The standard block of modules consists of medical terminology, anatomy and physiology, disease pathology, diagnostic coding, and procedural coding. Then, depending on the type of certification you want to prepare for, you will also take an add-on module. Your choices of add-on modules include CPC, Certified Professional Coder, COC, Certified Outpatient Coding, and CPCP, Certified Professional Coder Payer. These certifications are through AAPC. Then we have two other choices, and these are through AHIMA, CCA, which is Certified Coding Associate, and CCS, Certified Coding Specialist. Each certification differs in the workplace setting it prepares you for, and the different certifying agencies differ in their requirements as well. Here you will see the websites you can use for the different certifications available to see which certification is right for you. So I'm going to pause for just a moment so you can write any one of these or all of these down. As you're doing that, I will mention AAPC, AHIMA, and the National Health Career Association's websites offer a tremendous amount of information, including detailed information on their certifications. At the end of your program, you will compile some signature assignments into your e-portfolio that we spoke about earlier. When it is complete, you will submit a private URL to your instructor so they can review it and provide you with some feedback. You can also provide this URL to a potential or current employer so they can see your accomplishments. Many students will also add things like a resume, cover letter, a bio with a professional type of picture, maybe a headshot. So it's not just limited to signature assignments. You can get creative and include those items as well. So this brings us to Nicole's portion of the presentation. So I'm going to hand the presentation over to Nicole.
And I'm sorry, I'm taking the presentation away. This is Stephanie. I'm taking the presentation away from you, Dr. Com. So here, before we turn things over to Nicole Vitale at PACE, okay, here we go. We are looking at PACE Downtown, the lovely PACE campus. So here we go, over to Nicole Vitale at PACE University, who's going to talk about financing and registration.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much. I hope that that was informative and really gave a good overview of the field and what our course is all about. But I'm sure you're probably asking, how much is this going to cost? So there on the screen, you'll see I have the pricing laid out. Now, for this particular program, the Medical Billing and Coding and Electronic Medical Records Specialists, they are both $3,995. Now, that includes all books, materials, and access to the online course. And for attending this webinar, you do receive a $200 discount, so that's applicable whenever you're ready to enroll. Now, the most popular financing option is our payment plan. So for the Medical Billing and Coding and the Electronic Medical Record Specialist, in order to finalize your registration, you do need to make an initial deposit and enrollment fee of $635. And then the remaining installments for the MBC program, it's 7 installments. And with the discount, that's $456. And then the EMRS program, that's 5 installments of $639. And so those installments or those payments are due the first of every month over the course of the program. We can go to the next slide. So that was our most popular financing options. A lot of students go that route, but there are some other financing options that I do want to mention as well. So there's also private loans. This particular program is not eligible for federal financial aid, but it is eligible for private student loans. So that would be something like Chase or Wells Fargo or Sallie Mae. If anybody is interested in that option, I'd be more than happy to send you more details on how to get started. But just to simply give you an overview, you do need to apply for the loan. Once you're approved, you'll reach out to us and we can get you registered and set up and have the finances applied to your account. Now, another option that some students take advantage of is employee sponsorship. If you're currently in the healthcare field, you might want to find out if there's any tuition reimbursement options. So definitely talk with your HR, your manager, to see what policies and what you would be covered for. And then lastly, another option is your local career office. So there are lots of, and actually in every single county, there is a career office. Usually it's called One Stop or Workforce. And they have grant and funding options for individuals who are looking to jump back into the job force and need to get new skills or advance their skills. So a lot of students take advantage of this opportunity to jump into a new and growing field. We can go to the next slide. So the online option, I should first say we have two options. We have an online option and we have an in-person option. The online option is asynchronous, which basically means you can join at any time whenever you're ready to enroll. You would just let us know and go through the registration process and we can get you set up in the class. The in-person option is more structured. I have the dates there. It's coming up November 7th. It'll be on Tuesday and Thursday evenings at our Midtown Center, which is right on 5th Avenue. It's a pretty convenient location, about a 2-minute walk from Grand Central, about 12-minute walk from Port Authority, and a 20-minute walk or one subway ride from Penn Station. And so for the in-person option, it is a little bit lower cost, $3,495. The $200 discount is still eligible towards the in-person if this is the route that you want to go, and it also includes all books and materials. We can go to the next slide. So next steps. Tomorrow you'll be getting an email from me with the recording of this session as well as your next steps. And it's pretty easy. All you need to do is fill out the registration form. You need to make that enrollment fee and deposit, so that's the $635. And then once that's all processed, you'll receive a welcome email. Now this is for individuals who are going with the online option. You'll receive a welcome email with some things you need to respond to. You'll need to also at this time select your add-on module. Also included in this email will be your deadline expiration date. So depending on whether you're on the medical billing coding or the EMR program, you'll have either 7 or 9 months, and that deadline date or expiration date will be included in the welcome email. So keep an eye out for that email tomorrow, early tomorrow, later afternoon, with the next steps and the recording in case you want to re-review this. And now we'd like to open up to any questions.
So if anybody has any questions, please do feel free to type those questions into the questions box on your GoToWebinar toolbar. I will read them out loud and either Nicole or Dr. Com will answer them. So please do start typing away if you have questions. We are ready for you. I should also note, as we're waiting to see if any questions are coming in this evening, that the best questions are often the ones you remember to ask after we have logged off. That is okay. You will be hearing from Nicole Vitale at PACE tomorrow, but also if you have any follow-up questions, you can reach out to her at nvitale@pace.edu. All right, here we have a question. Is there an exam after the course is over to take to be officially certified?
Yeah. Yes, there is. It depends which certification exam will, of course, depend on which add-on module you choose, which certification you would like to prepare for. But the actual certification needs to be done through the certifying body. So for example, if you want to earn your CPC certification, you would have to go through the exam testing that is provided by AAPC.
Now, as we wait to see if we have any further questions, I will also note, and I know that Nicole will back me up on this, that we have a lovely graduation ceremony also at the end of, or shortly thereafter, at the end of the ground sessions. Any online students who are in the area and who have successfully completed the program are also invited, but it is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate your hard work. You will receive a beautiful PACE framed certificate of your accomplishments, and friends and family can come. We have amazing food. The graduation was we just had a graduation in August, and it was absolutely lovely. Nicole, I just want to thank you again, because I really enjoyed that graduation. But certainly everybody works very hard in the program, so we want to celebrate all of your hard work. And so we do that at our graduation for, again, both our campus students and those online students who have successfully completed the program will be invited to whatever graduation is coming up next. So any other questions we have this evening? I always put you ladies on the spot when I say this, but any final thoughts as we're sort of wrapping things up and waiting to see if we have any final questions?
Well, I always like to add that one of the big questions that students will ask me is, which add-on module should I select? And usually I advise students to do some research. As Dr. Khan mentioned earlier, there's the two certifying agencies, AAPC and AHIMA. And so if you Google either one of those, it pops right up their website, and they have a wealth of information about the medical billing and coding field, as well as the different certifications and the exams. So I definitely advise you to do some research and see which direction you'd like to go in, because they all have slightly different focuses. But even after the other piece of it, even after you do research, or you really are not, or you're kind of new to the field, I always suggest that students should go to either select the CCA or the CPC, which are both more kind of like entry-level, basic, standard certifications. So they're good starting points, and it's very common in this field for professionals to have multiple certifications. So it wouldn't be unusual for you to get started with either the CCA or the CPC and then come back to PACE. You can and complete another add-on module, so you can earn another certificate, or certification, I should say.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like we have any additional questions. So if that is the case, I guess we will call it a night. Of course, you will all be hearing from Nicole Vitale tomorrow, but if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask her those questions. But we certainly want to thank you for your time this evening, for your interest, for your enthusiasm in the PACE program, and hopefully we will see your faces in classrooms or your names on rosters for online classrooms. So with that being said, I do want to thank Nicole Vitale at PACE and Dr. Michelle Kalm for all of the good information that you have shared this evening. Thank you so much, ladies, and everyone have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Have a great night.